All right, babe. Um, on this podcast, I wanted to establish what this is for, who this podcast is for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
back in the day when podcasts first started, even when we tried to first start, it was kind of like you could be kind of like broad and just, kind of all over the place, kind of find your way, I guess you could say.
You didn't have to have a niche.
Right. Nowadays, you gotta have a niche. You gotta have a niche. That's one. Two, the Lord gave me a niche. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're doing it now, and it's God driven.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to establish what this is for. I, you obviously know I listen to a lot of podcasts, and a lot of times when I hear people like address people that the podcast is not for, like people they'll tune into something, they'll be mad about something that a podcaster said, and that podcaster, not all the time but a lot of times, will address those people. And it's like, but those people, like, why are you addressing them? They just need to go find something else to do.
This
you know what I'm
podcast ain't for you.
Yeah, this ain't for you. And I'll hear them make these say this like so many times, like they just bring it up so often, and I'm just like, hey, I don't know how to pin this, but to something, which I did think we need to put this on X too. I forgot about X.
Oh, Twitter.
That's whatever. But hey, somebody come and they mad. Hey, this is who and what this podcast is for. They got a whole episode, an explanation, because I don't want to talk about it. I hate when I hear other podcasts talk about it so much. I refuse. So
what do you mean talk about it? Talk about who this is
like
for?
later on, like somebody say, hey, but what about these people? This literally is not for them. Like, I'm not talking to them at all. Like, that's really what I'll be wanting them to say, for real. It's because sometimes you might speak in general, or you're only talk about who this stuff applies to, and then people be like, well, what about me, and what about this person, what about that, like stuff. I'm like, that does not go with what I'm talking about. So just find you a podcast that talks about what you want to hear about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand. No, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, people be people, and so
I know.
regardless if we put this out here, somebody
gonna say it, but I'm not gonna feel the need to address it at all.
Oh, right, because you're already.
Or if the only thing I will say if I address it is exactly. Check this episode out, the pinned episode, pinned comment, whatever they be saying. Do that, and then we ain't really gotta address it too much more. You know what I'm saying?
True.
It's like, hey, I already addressed this. I'm not addressing it. I'm not gonna go into depth or explain it to you. If you don't want to do your own research, that's on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this podcast is for the generation. I don't know if it's really for our generation. Like, we're 30. I don't know if it's for generation. What are we? Millennials. I'm 95. You're definitely a millennial.
Yeah.
I could be a millennial. I could be the early
definitely
Z's.
Is like, relax.
You are though. 94. I was like the fives. If you born on a 5, like
okay, but you saying it,
and I was born May 5th.
Established. You are. That joint.
You are well established. Oh, fart. You are. You're in there. Like, it's no questions about it. You feel me? So it's like, it's. I don't think this is for millennials, young millennials, because it's kind of over for y'all. if you ain't here already, it's over. But like the next generation, which is I don't know all of them, but
Gen Z
is
and what 20? I mean,
Who's the
1995 to 2015.
Right. Okay. So Z.
And then before me was Gen X.
Right. So it's Gen Z and Gen Alpha. That's who this really for.
Wait, who's Gen Alpha?
That's after 2015. Is Z and then is Z and then A.
Oh, they already got one of those already? A name?
Yeah. Which fit 2015. If you was born in 2015, how old are you? Mm-hmm. That's how old is your brother?
Which one?
Josiah? Oh, that's 11.
Josiah was born in 2013.
Okay, so he's still generation. So he's still Gen Z. So this is mostly for Gen Z, and then depending on how long the Lord got us doing this, Gen Alpha they gonna come into this too. Mm-hmm. But this is for the Lord. I noticed that people are just afraid of marriage, or they don't understand why they need to be married. That's one. And I'm talking mostly to, just being honest, I'm talking mostly to Christians. Like, if you've decided to be a Christian, if you haven't, and you listen to this and you find some type of
desire,
help or desire, because you have the same desire to be married or whatever, then cool. But hopefully you come here and meet Jesus. But for the most part, it's for Christians that are young Christians that are afraid of marriage and afraid to have kids. This is also for people that were like me. Like nowadays, I hear people always talking about don't let anybody force you to get married. And for me, which I don't believe that I'm unique. That's why I'm saying this. It might not be a whole lot of people like me, but I don't think I'm unique. So if this could help anybody that was like me, which is a guy who had the desire to be married early, have kids early, and it just never was talked about. It was always talked about like, why would you get married early? Why would you want to have kids, in your 20s? And it was discouraged. You know what I'm saying? So this is just like to help people navigate. This also could be for people that are our age that are married and have kids and maybe want to learn how they should handle a kid that's like that. You know what I'm saying? That's like
eager for marriage.
Yeah, eager for marriage. Like I was eager for marriage, but it was like frowned upon or said like, no, that's crazy. Don't do that. And instead of, oh, you are, well, look out for this.
Yeah, let's talk
about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's not jump into something crazy. Let's give you the tools to be able to handle what it is that you need to be able to handle when you decide to be married, when you decide to become somebody's husband, when you decide to become a father. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just, well, no, you just shouldn't think about that. You know what I'm saying? Move on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like, it was like, oh, you're not mature enough. Well, it's like, because I don't know anything. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I don't have the wisdom or the knowledge. And how do you get that? You get it from other people, or you read stuff to get the knowledge and wisdom for how to do anything, but just in this case, marriage or kids. But when instead of your desire being like, instead of it being something that somebody takes you to the side and teaches you, it's like, no, I'm trying to deter you. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be that way because most people aren't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's who this is for. This is for those young men and women that are out there that are like, I'm not trying to mess around I don't want to sow my royal oat. That was the other crazy thing. It's like, my mom used to say, like, travel. Like, I'm not trying to travel by myself. Like, who am I? Like, with who? Just by myself? Just go see? Like, it's people that do that.
It is.
And that's cool. Mm-hmm. Everybody's different, though.
I ain't going to the movies by myself.
I can't do it.
I ain't going to dinner by myself.
Can't do it, brother. I ain't
going on a cruise by myself.
And I
don't want to do it.
And I would have described myself as a loner at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not that I'm a loner. I just have no problem being alone. But it's a difference. It's a difference.
Excuse me?
It's a difference. It's a difference. Like, if around here or whatever.
I was gonna say you're a loner. I don't understand. Like, just because you're married and you have kids doesn't mean you're not a loner.
But this is what I'm saying by that. I am, but there's certain things that I'm just not doing alone. Loners is like,
a person who is or prefers to be alone, especially one who avoids the company of others.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Let's be honest. It comes in waves.
Yeah. It does.
You're very much the type of person that's like, okay, yeah, I don't mind you being here, but like, shh.
Yeah. Yeah. But
I don't want to know you here. Just be quiet.
Okay, but what I think of a loner, I think that they have the ability to do almost anything alone. I don't think I could go sit in a restaurant by myself. I don't think I.
Okay, yeah.
No, I went to the movies by myself one time.
Maybe you're just an introvert.
I'm definitely an introvert, but I think I did go to the movies by myself one time. I went to go see Endgame. No, not Endgame. Was it Endgame?
No, you went to go see that with Jordan. I thought.
I think I did, but we wasn't able to sit next to each other.
Okay. That isn't.
But I don't think I went with him though.
Okay, maybe not.
Was it Endgame?
Did you like it? It don't matter what it was. Did you like it?
I fell asleep. I loved it.
You fall asleep with me, so that's not really. I
love the movie, but I remember at the time I woke up because I snored, and the lady sitting next to me was looking at her corner. She was like, "Are you serious right now?" It was definitely Endgame because it wasn't Infinity War. It was when they had the little. I just remember all the girls coming out.
You're dumb. My husband doesn't like any kind of movies that got feminism.
Yeah, no.
Okay. No. It was like, this is highly unnecessary. First of all, Captain Marvel, you could have did all them on your own, bro. All of them. You ain't need nobody's help. What are you doing with that gun?
Come on now. Come on. And it's the thing. See, a dude, he wouldn't even been worried about all of them. He would have showed out on them. Like that's what she should have done. She should have said, I really don't need y'all. Y'all just stand over there. What?
Dad can help me download. Like,
all you just have to do is hit download.
I did.
No, it's not working. You gotta find something else.
Wait, no, Dad. Daddy.
Girl, I'm recording right now. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, back up. Weirdo. Hello.
That's like
Lena, you gotta use something else. You gotta do something else.
That's like BJ and your mom was like, I wonder if Mississippi is the longest spelling state. You're like, who knows? He wasn't trying to find out nothing. He like,
but then what did she say? She said you should care or something. And he was like, I don't or something. Did he say I don't?
know? That's wild. Like, should I?
Yeah, he said you should care. I don't. I love the honesty
I'm just trying to do this puzzle, spend some time with you, lady, and you asking questions.
Asking all them questions, making statements. Assuming? Yeah, but that is it. What we'll have I want to have guests sometimes. Again, we'll just be talking marriage and kids. Mm-hmm. That's what we'll be talking about, marriage and kids. Because that's what the Lord has put on my heart to do. Um, yeah. What else, babe?
What else? What?
What else were you talking about?
I mean, I think that's about it. Like marriage and kids,
Yeah.
Maybe a little sprinkle of lifestyle or life stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, that kind of all goes together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. You trying to get churchy on them? You trying to pull scripture in?
Of course, we're gonna pull some scripture in if it applies. Yeah, definitely gonna do that. Definitely gonna talk to other couples that across the spectrum of got married when they was young, been together, stayed together, got married, got divorced, got married again, got divorced again.
Yeah.
Got kids, got grown kids, got babies, got middle-aged kids or middle like teens or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. That's the goal. To talk to all those types of people and get their perspective on marriage, their perspective on what the Lord is leading them in. Yeah, we just want to inspire people to not be afraid of marriage, to not be afraid of having kids, to not be afraid to be themselves and to want things that even society says is they shouldn't want.
You know what? And this is the thing. I don't like the narrative of not doing something because it's hard.
Yes, that's kind of what I'm saying.
Anything worth having is hard.
All of it. Everything is hard. Like going into it and thinking like, oh, I don't want those types of problems. You're gonna have problems. Period. Nowadays, like I ain't got the statistics on hand right now, but I know it's a lot of women that are over 30 that decided to do a career and they now are depressed and lonely, or they're like in their 40s and 50s now, don't have a man, don't have no kids, because they decided to pursue a career. It's dudes that's out there. We messy, so a lot of dudes, they'll just kill themselves.
What the heck?
You know what I'm saying? They'll just take themselves out because they don't have nobody, because they're lonely. It's a lot of dudes living at home with their parents still, with no prospects, because they think that women are just evil. You know what I'm saying? Because they got mommy problems. It's like when either one, like, and like nowadays, it seemed like, oh, women is on the up and up. Feminism is on the rise. But it doesn't. If either one of the sexes is doing bad, it's bad for everybody. It's not a competition. God made us for each other. We need each other. Period. No one is better than the other. We're both made in the image of God, and we are equal in personhood, or I think that's the word, and we are equal in like rights and the need for respect. So it's just, and we just all messed up. You know what I'm saying? It's an attack. It's been an attack on families forever. Since forever. The devil, if God loves it, the devil hates it, and he is a deceiver, and he will attack, and he attacks families, and it's been an attack on families in the church, and the church don't even know it. Yeah. They don't even recognize how the way that they believe, some of the things that they believe, and it's like all I know is black church. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of getting a look into non-denominational multicultural churches. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I really know, and it's not a pretty picture when it comes to having kids or being married. it's either like something legalistic mumbo jumbo, or it's um really really the world standard sprinkled with a little Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The world is like, do this first, do that first. Don't worry about having a family. Don't worry about having a kid. And that's really what I was kind of taught for a long time.
Society has a bigger impact on the church than the church has on society.
100%. 100%. And it's not supposed to be that way. We're supposed to be the leaders in culture. Yeah. We're supposed to be leading culture in all things, but you know, we got stuff like Drewski just making fun of in particular the black church, and it was hilarious. I don't care what nobody said. Too accurate.
Is he lying?
Too accurate. But it was hilarious. It hurt that it was hilarious because it's like, yeah, this exists. He didn't just come up, like, he not just a creative genius and just came up with that.
Yeah.
Nah, that mess happens. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And even like the stuff in like the shenanigans that go on in church, like to be entertaining, it's funny when it's done, and and it sucks that it gets made fun of sometimes. But it's like, yeah, you should be able to take the joke. But the money thing is the real thing. That's like, it doesn't happen as much as we think.
Yeah, well, because of social media.
Right. Like people put that on a pedestal and say like this is all churches or most churches, and it's not. Yeah. Not even close.
Yeah.
It's not even that many mega churches. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? For him, like, for that to be the thing, like, I think it's less than 1% of churches are mega churches. You know what I'm saying? It's like 0.05% of churches in America are mega churches.
Yeah.
So when you just think about that, you can't really say that his thing was the most accurate for. There's just a handful of churches that are like that, and it's unfortunate. And hopefully somebody investigates churches like that, and those churches get up out of here, because we don't need that. That's not a real church. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it is it was funny. It was funny, but that's not all churches. That's not even close to the majority. Not even close to half. Not even close to a quarter of churches in America are what Drewski made fun of. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like I said, the ones that got the most attention for the shenanigans,
Yeah,
this is social media. It's just like the conversation that we had about, it being safer now than it was then. It just seems like it's not, because of news and social media. And so,
yeah,
there's like a oversaturation of like bad news.
Right. Because I can see the news that's happening in Russia, in Israel, in Kansas City, like California, just places that I just never would have got the news about them or known about them, because it wasn't in a local paper, and it wasn't coming on the local news channel unless it was like some huge event.
Yeah,
that was back in the day. Nowadays, they literally have VPNs where you can get what another country gets on like Netflix and stuff like that. So I'm sure that works the same way if you want to get some type of news from other places.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
War is televised.
Yeah.
Which, like, literally, there's people. What movie was that we was watching? And the dudes, it was a movie about people in the press that were, capturing war.
I don't remember.
I can't remember what it was, or was it a show? I can't remember, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's cameras there, people they got microphones, it's gunshots in the background. They're in a war zone, and they got the news cameras rolling. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we gotta this all that to say. All that off the topic.
Right.
I'm here to promote marriage and having kids.
With a sprinkle of ADHD conversations.
Yeah, definitely gonna get off topic a couple of times, but it's okay. Anything else?
No, I can't think of anything else. No.
Right. Peace out. Nothing? You ain't got nothing to say?
I don't know.
You ain't got no peace out or nothing?
I wanted to do what I did last time. Let me not.
What? Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, don't do that. No, let's not. Let's not. All right. Peace.